Cody Rhodes allegedly knew of The Rock's return weeks ago. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa lose it. Damian Priest missing the Elimination Chamber due to an injury. Asuka issues a heartbreaking apology. Montes Ford shares a very worrying post before SmackDown. Dominik Mysterio publicly rejects the idea of Aleister Black joining the Judgment Day. A WWE legend doesn't want to wrestle anymore. Seth Rollins shares a major career announcement from Becky Lynch. Let's dive right in. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa lose it. The Rock's return will be a big boost for Friday night's WWE SmackDown. The brand's ratings could see a sudden spike as the final boss is ready to appear on the show again. Meanwhile, many top rivalries are brewing on the brand ahead of Elimination Chamber. The show's segments and matches could have huge implications for WrestleMania 41. The show of shows will host many big stars from the SmackDown brand. Triple H and The Rock could work together to make SmackDown more entertaining, while paving the way for an even bigger WrestleMania event. Number 1. The Rock's return could be a game changer. The Rock's return on WWE SmackDown will be a major deal for the brand. The final boss appeared on the brand after the 2024 Royal Rumble and shook up the card with his decisions. He could end up doing something similar after this year's Royal Rumble, just days before Elimination Chamber. The Rock could announce that he is back for another match for the company at the show of shows. The Rock could either announce his opponent for the contest or leave fans guessing for some time. In the end, he could challenge Cody Rhodes on the first night of WrestleMania 41, with the winner of the undisputed WWE Championship contest facing the winner of the Men's Elimination Chamber match on the second night. Number 2. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa take their rivalry ahead. Rumors suggest that two Bloodline teammates will collide at WrestleMania 41. The two stars are none other than Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. The story between them is spicing up, especially after Solo cost Jacob the Men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match by mistake last Friday. Their rivalry will likely continue on the upcoming episode of SmackDown. Solo Sikoa could look to clarify his position and acknowledge Jacob Fatu, only to get attacked by the Samoan werewolf. WWE could then take the storyline forward with the show of shows around the corner. It would provide Jacob Fatu a great opportunity to break away from the Bloodline and launch himself as a solo star. Number 3. A major change to the Elimination Chamber match could turn things around on SmackDown. The 2025 Men's Elimination Chamber match has all its participants set for the PLE. However, SmackDown could see some major changes take place. The Rock could appear to announce that he will also compete in the Chamber match as the final entrant. Alternatively, he could give Drew McIntyre the benefit by announcing that the Scottish Warrior will be the final member to leave their pod in the match. Triple H could also appear to make an announcement related to the Elimination Chamber match and its participants. That could help add more excitement to the contest, especially with an undisputed WWE Championship match on the line. Number 4. Charlotte Flair looks ready to switch her character ahead of WWE WrestleMania 41. Charlotte Flair returned from an injury on December 30th, 2022, and defeated Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. She was listed as a babyface internally following her return. Flair has been injured for some time, but WWE has maintained her character. However, it looks like the Queen is ready to turn after her Royal Rumble win. Following her promo segment with a fallen Tiffany Stratton last week, it looks clear as day that Charlotte Flair will turn heel for the first time in nearly 800 days, while the WWE Women's Champion will play the babyface in the rivalry. The complete turn could come as soon as Friday night, as the company prepares the card for WrestleMania 41. The Queen plays best dirty, and the heel character will allow her to give Stratton a better push. Damian Priest missing the Elimination Chamber due to an injury. Damian Priest has become one of WWE's top babyface superstars over the past year. Recently, he was drafted to SmackDown from Raw during the first ever transfer window. The Archer of Infamy faced Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu in an Elimination Chamber qualifying triple threat match, where Priest emerged victorious. The Street King now has his final chance to earn a title shot at this year's Showcase of the Immortals. However, things could take a turn for the worse for the 42-year-old before the 2025 Men's Chamber. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest might get into a brawl, possibly leaving the Scottish Warrior to injure the former leader of the Judgment Day. Jacob Fatu could seize the opportunity to replace the injured Priest, facing Solo Sikoa to secure his spot in the Elimination Chamber match, aiming to restore the Bloodline's pride after Sikoa cleanly lost the Ula Fala to Roman Reigns. This move by former WWE Tag Team Champion Jacob Fatu would intensify the escalating tensions between him and Solo Sikoa. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest could also set the stage for a showdown at Mania. The Archer of Infamy was responsible for eliminating the Chosen One from the 2025 Rumble. the Scottish Warrior may return the favor by injuring Damian, costing him a chance to compete in the Chamber match and adding fuel to the fire. Some reports suggest that creatives are exploring the idea of booking McIntyre versus Priest at Mania. That said, the angle described above is purely speculative at this stage. After his significant win last week, Damian Priest had an exclusive interview with Byron Saxton, where he stated that Cody Rhodes feels apprehensive about facing him at the Show of Shows. Priest noted that the American Nightmare fears his legacy could suffer if he were potentially defeated by Priest Mania. I'll tell you what his Cody Rhodes face said. His face said, he does not want to face this Damian Priest at WrestleMania. He does not want his name to live forever because of me. Come WrestleMania, it's time for my infamy, Priest said. As the grandest stage of them all approaches, it will be interesting to see what plans the Triple H-led creative team has for Priest in the coming months. Asuka issues a heartbreaking apology. Asuka has issued an apology to all her fans. She sent out a message updating her status. The former women's champion had sent a message earlier where she'd appealed to fans to be careful because her X account had been hacked, and those that had hacked were trying to sell products from the account. She lacked the control to get it back. She said that she was back on the platform, and that she had regained control of her account. She went on to apologize for any disturbance that was caused during her absence. The fact that she was apologizing for her account being hacked broke fans' hearts who assured her she'd no reason to say sorry. I'm back on X now. Sorry for any trouble and worry I may have caused during my absence. Asuka went on to say that her Kansai dialect had helped her to determine her authenticity and get her X account back. She went on to apologize again for the inconvenience. I'm back. It seems that the Kansai dialect I use all the time has helped me to determine my own authenticity. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. Now that the star has her account back, hopefully things will be easier going forward. Fans will wait to see when Asuka returns to the ring after this, as they have been eagerly waiting for her WWE in-ring return for some time. Montes Ford shares a very worrying post before SmackDown. Montez Ford made a very worrying post just before WWE SmackDown. The star decided to be cryptic. Montez Ford posted a black picture on Instagram with nothing visible. This comes just before Pretty Deadly gets a match against DIY for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Street Profits has been staking their claim on the title for some time now, but they have not yet had an opportunity to win the title. The timing of this picture just before Pretty Deadly gets a title shot is very coincidental, given that they have wanted a title shot for some time now. Fans have been left worried by Ford's post. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have not wrestled in 2025 yet, with their last match coming as a tag team on December 28th, where they lost to DIY in a four-way tag team match. They have since turned heel and shown they can do whatever it takes to get what they want. Now that they appear to be heels, it remains to be seen what they do when the title match takes place on SmackDown. Chances are they will get involved in some way, but fans will have to wait to see what happens. A long time back, it was clear that Ford was meant for bigger things. Fans saw him as a future star. It was thought that it would not take too long before he was split from the Street Profits and given a push as a singles star. However, the singles run has not happened in years, and he's remained attached to Dawkins. Whether or not he gets that singles push, fans will wait to see what he can do. Dominik Mysterio publicly rejects the idea of Aleister Black joining the Judgment Day. WWE superstar Dominik Mysterio has made it clear that he does not want a former AEW star in the Judgment Day. Dirty Dom rejected the idea of Aleister Black, aka Malachi Black, joining the faction. The Judgment Day has been around for almost 3 years at this point, and is one of the most dominant stables in modern WWE. Over the years, the faction has gone through several changes, and currently consists of 6 members: Finn Balor, Dominik Mysterio, JD McDonough, Carlito, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. According to reports, Aleister Black's AEW contract recently expired. Many fans believe Black will be on his way to WWE in the near future. Dominik Mysterio isn't thrilled with the idea of him becoming a part of the Judgment Day. He responded to a tweet about Black potentially joining the Judgment Day with a, "No, we are good, thanks." Last year, Dominik seemed quite intrigued by the idea of Stephanie Vacker joining the Judgment Day. Here's what Dirty Dom said during an appearance on Esto. "It's a great thing for us to have another Latina in WWE. Especially having her is something that is going to ignite the women's division. She's going to bring something different from this side of the United States. I'm excited to see her. If she wants, she can have something with Judgment Day. We have 2 Irish, 2 Puerto Ricans, and we need someone else coming from Mexico." Vaquer is doing quite well for herself in WWE NXT. She recently won her first title in the Stamford-based promotion. Vaquer defeated Fallon Henley at WWE NXT Vengeance Day, becoming the new NXT Women's North American Champion. She is among the most talented stars in all of WWE today and has a bright future ahead of her on the main roster. A WWE legend doesn't want to wrestle anymore. Triple H recently gave a top WWE legend a big spot on SmackDown as the head co-writer. The retired veteran has now discussed why he left wrestling and prefers his current role. Road Dogg was on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, where he said that when he returned to WWE in 2014 and won the tag titles to help put over the Usos, he could not have done it for two better stars. However, he said that at the same time, he was working as a producer and was connected to the writers' team. That's when he realized he no longer wanted to wrestle. Couldn't have paid it forward to two greater guys. I was literally producing a match in my Road Dogg outfit because I had a match in 2 segments. It got to be a lot. So I said, hey, I don't want to wrestle anymore. I just said, I'm good. I liked the job I was doing. At the time, I don't know if I was writing for SmackDown yet, but I was on the writing team, connected to the writing team. The veteran said he didn't want to, so he stopped. He retired because he was a nervous wreck going to the ring every time, and he hated it at the time. Chris, I'll tell you the truth. I've been out, walked down that ramp for WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, the whole deal. I've done it all. Madison Square Garden. I've walked the aisles. I've done the matches. A nervous wreck. I hated it. Road Dogg has become the co-head writing for WWE SmackDown now, and he's following what he wants and is no longer wrestling but helping out the next generation. With him in charge of SmackDown now, the veteran is helping guide the build to WrestleMania going ahead. It remains to be seen what the show will become now that The Rock has returned for an announcement, but fans must wait. Seth Rollins shares a major career announcement from Becky Lynch. WWE superstar Seth Rollins has shared a huge update regarding his wife, Becky Lynch, amid her continuing absence from the company. The man made the announcement herself on her official Instagram handle. Lynch, who last appeared on WWE television at the end of May 2024, revealed that her autobiography, Becky Lynch, The Man, Not Your Average Girl, will now be available in paperback. The New York Times bestseller was previously only available in hardcover. Rollins shared her post about it on his Instagram story. It seems like Becky Lynch has been pretty busy lately, scoring a few acting roles. As a result, it isn't known when the man will be back in WWE. With WrestleMania season underway, her return might come sooner rather than later. After her WWE contract expired last June, Lynch seems to have negotiated a new deal with the company. Her association with them remains intact, with the man representing WWE at Netflix events. Speaking in an interview with Maggie and Perloff, Seth Rollins has also confirmed that Becky Lynch is not done in the ring. She will likely return soon, especially considering her last moment in WWE was Dominik Mysterio accidentally slamming a steel cage door in her face. I don't think she's seen her last time in the ring. I foresee her making her return to the ring at some point, don't know when. She was out working, she's the best, and she will be back, he said. It will be interesting to see who Lynch will feud with once she returns to WWE. She may look to get revenge on Liv Morgan, who cheated to win their last 2 matches. A rematch with Rhea Ripley sounds exciting, while the man could face Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship as well. Cody Rhodes allegedly knew of The Rock's return weeks ago. The Rock sent shockwaves through the WWE universe when he announced he would appear on this week's episode of SmackDown. The Hollywood icon has given a preview of what to expect, but when was he locked in for a return? It seems like Final Boss has been planned to appear on the February 21st episode of SmackDown for a number of weeks now. Unless it was a massive coincidence, Cody Rhodes left a subtle hint about this at the start of this month. The undisputed WWE champion did it in the sneakiest way possible. Rhodes shared a video of his schedule for February ahead of the Royal Rumble, with a different clip shown for each date. The clip for tonight's SmackDown was of him and The Rock sharing a drink backstage. Based on that, it looks like Cody knew the Final Boss was coming back weeks in advance. However, with that being said, it remains to be seen if this indeed means they will come face-to-face. WWE should consider it since their last interaction, that backstage drink, left a sour taste in fans' mouths. The Rock revealed what his plans are for SmackDown. The Final Boss commented on the Instagram post about his WWE return, subtly confirming a couple of uncertain points. He will be there to deliver a gift to New Orleans, which is where the show is tonight. This is likely to be the announcement that the Big Easy will host WrestleMania 42, as has been rumored recently. That may have been in the works for weeks, as subtly hinted at by Cody Rhodes. Meanwhile, The Rock also said he will F up a certain someone's life with the Final Boss gospel. It will be interesting to see if that someone will be the American Nightmare, and what WrestleMania 42 may look like if that is the case. Lots of plans could change.